Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back to the day of the crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Hedera or Hbar. And guys, I do know that the market was a little bit, crazy today, very volatile, but that is crypto. That is why I love this market. It is very, it keeps you on your feet, right? You're never taking a little bit of a break to take a look at something else. You're always looking at the charts. You're always making sure that, things aren't, going too crazy. But at the same point, things could go up just as fast as things could go down. And, HBAR, right now is doing pretty much what the entire market is doing. I know that everybody's kind of comparing it and saying, oh, wow, like HBAR is, just, dropping in price. But everything else is also dropping in price. It's no different than any other asset within the space currently. Now, I do personally believe that once the market is back, into the point of relief and stability, which I suspect is by at least the end of the month or into, a little bit of the half of January, I think that that's where a lot of people are going to really kind of realize that this drop here is really nothing but just a golden opportunity. Now, like I said, even talking about my XRP video today, wait until you see some strong reversal strength on any asset before you do buy. Do not just buy the dip because, it's down 5, 10, 20%, right? Wait until you see a strong reversal. It's always good to DCA up than it is to, continue DCAing down and down and down, and then all of a sudden, your initial investments are down 70%. So just play with caution. Me personally, I'm looking into this market and just waiting for validation on either Bitcoin or just on altcoins in general. So with all of that in mind, before we fully jump onto this video, I just want to ask if you guys could please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and I do greatly appreciate it. You guys have no idea how much it actually does help the channel grow. Also, if you guys can, go check out NCashOfficial.com if you guys are interested into exit plans and my trading indicators and stuff like this. I just actually uploaded a new video on this website just yesterday talking more so about my swing trading strategy, which helps me personally make a ton of money, especially even during the bull market or even the bear market, which is right here. It's pretty much taken $1K to $1 million. I know it sounds like clickbait, but truly it is a massive plan to pretty much build a portfolio with little to no capital. Now, of course, everything on this website could be bundled into one package, which is the Ultimate Crusader Trading Bundle Pack, which does also include all future content for free at a discounted price of 35% until the end of this month. Now, with all of that in mind, you guys are not obligated to purchase anything, but with all of this, let's move on and let's talk about some exciting things. So first and foremost, I seen this article come up on my Twitter just yesterday, and I thought it was interesting to say the least because they are talking about metaverse and they are talking about NFTs. We could pretty much open both of these markets in a different tab and really kind of talk more so about them. So we know that the NFT market has been growing a lot in terms of speculation on where NFTs could really go. We're talking more so about tokenization of jewelry, tokenization of watches and stuff like that. There's been a lot of talks about tokenization. I've told you guys that tokenization is going to grow and grow in demand, especially considering the fact that we do see a lot more things being tokenized that are, huge legitimate asset classes like real estate. We even see cars being, tokenized. It's pretty crazy to say the least. So $54 billion market cap, and it's going to grow and grow and grow as time goes on. Even the metaverse is growing at an astronomical rate, $35 billion, and this is going to continue to grow, especially as we do see more and more legitimate corporations kind of move into this space. I know we don't like corporations moving into this space, but they are seeing metaverse becoming a real thing, and it's going to be a massive thing as well, because we even see here that NFTs are here to stay, and the arrival of the metaverse is only set to make their appeal and use even more popular. They're talking more so about Facebook moving to or rebranding to Meta. I personally don't want to see Facebook build the metaverse. I just don't want to see that. But overall, in terms of everything that is going to be happening in the space or in the metaverse and NFT space, I think that it's going to be very huge. We even see here that the sector has forecasted a metaverse valued at $50 billion by 2030. I mean, right now, look at the value of the metaverse tokens within this market right now. So I think that number, is a little bit too conservative in my opinion. I think that this could be valued at a much, much higher value. And we do see here more than virtual. They're talking more so about Ready Player One, as that's pretty much where we do get to the point where you could embody yourself into the game and pretty much become your own character. I think that this is going to be something that kind of takes everything to the next level. This is something that we've been seeing, become a thing since forever ago. I remember when I was growing up, a lot of games, they were pretty much saying, how could we get to the point where people could pretty much be in the game and play the game, and that's pretty much coming to fruition right now. So I think NFTs, I think Web 3.0, and pretty much everything that's going on with tokenization, I think that this is going to be a huge market. I think that there's a ton of opportunity within these markets as well. And I truly do think that DeFi, traditional finance bridges, NFTs, all of this is going to be huge for money valuations. And in my opinion, Hbar is going to be the heart of a lot of this. And we also see here, Grayscale report sees metaverse as a potential $1 trillion business opportunity. And like I said, they're calling for the metaverse to be valued at, $50 billion by 2030. I think that it's going to be a lot bigger. We even see here that, Grayscale, one of the leading crypto asset managers, stated that the metaverse, a concept of interconnected alternate virtual world, could be a $1 trillion business opportunity for the future. This conclusion is derived from a report titled The Metaverse Web 3.0 Virtual Cloud Economies. And yes, virtual cloud economies are going to be huge, but also think about the virtual cities that are going to be built, which we do know that Hedera has a hand in. I think that this is going to be huge. The vision for the future state of the web has the potential to transform our social interactions, business dealings, and the internet economy at large. And social interactions, we are seeing social media become more and more decentralized. We also see, social media, networks being built within this market that are going to pretty much prosper ahead of most, like Twitter and Facebook, because in my opinion, it's going to give a lot of power to the people who are utilizing these social media platforms, and it's going to be decentralized. So who doesn't love that? So in my opinion, decentralization is going to bleed well into many other markets, and we even see here, we don't know yet the path Facebook will take on their metaverse ambitions, but they, like other Web 2.0 companies, will need to make this challenging shift in the face of pressure to meet quarterly results for shareholders. Plus, also, think about it like this. These corporations, these major companies, if they don't take the step or the leap, I should say, into decentralization or just kind of moving forward into a crypto-driven market, I think that they are all going to be left behind. I think that crypto, in my opinion, is going to be a huge portion of what everyday life will look like coming very soon. I think everybody is going to be utilizing this technology, especially hashgraph technology. I think that hashgraph technology is very well on its way to becoming the forefront of almost everything. We also see here, this has come from Hedera themselves. Let's aggregate all of the NFT art projects on Hedera into one thread. What are you working on / which projects are you excited about? And then we do see a reply from one of my followers actually. Hey there, Hedera. There's a massive ecosystem of apps running on Hbar, but there's no information about them on your website. Could you publish more about them on your homepage? Now, they did link the users, which is the use cases, and they said, yes, we have some in-depth cases, but the thing that stood out to me was this. In 2022, we'll be ramping this up. I've said it multiple times that Hedera is not going to fall behind in terms of innovation and development, and this is a clear sign. They are going to continue to prosper ahead of many other assets in the space. I've already told you guys about Solana's problems. I told you guys about ADA's problems. In my opinion, Hbar should be well above the value of Cardano and even Solana in terms of market cap value. Okay, because what Hedera is building is well beyond the means of those assets and even, first and second generation crypto technology in general. Now, we also see a repairing regulatory fragmentation, will spur cross-border payments across Africa. Now, the reason why I wanted to include this into this video is because we know that, Hedera has major stepping stones in Africa, and I believe that in terms of cross-border payments, in terms of, fast payments, real-time settlements as well, I truly do believe that a lot of these companies, for an example, Hedera, in my opinion, is going to be a leading name in the game for cross-border payments and B2B payments. And I've also said the same about XRP, and I do believe XRP also holds a very large portion of market value within this. But in my opinion, I think these are two assets that are focused on totally different, use cases. I've said it, XRP is more so for on-demand liquidity and line of credit for like SMEs. Hbar is everything. It's honestly focused on everything, but it cannot focus on on-demand liquidity because it is just not in that market value range, and it's not even in that market in general for use cases. Doesn't mean that they can't get to that point. I'm just saying currently, right now, it's not. But we do see here the company Africa's leading digital payments gateway announced earlier this year that it has reached more than 320 mobile money wallets, covering an estimated 60% of all the wallets in sub-Saharan, I hope I said that right, Africa. And this is actually pretty big. But again, like I said, no correlation to Hbar. I just believe that when we're talking about these real-time settlements and we're talking about cross-border payments and we're talking about everything that is happening within the payment scene and just finance in general, I believe that Hbar is going to lead the way. Now we do see here the next age of the internet could suck power away from big tech while living on the same backbone as cryptocurrencies. Here's what to know about Web3. And the reason why I really wanted to, talk to you guys about this is when we're talking about these major corporations, like I said, Twitter, Facebook, all this kind of stuff, decentralization is going to move us forward on into a whole new revolution of technology. Okay? Everybody has issues with these corporations stealing your information, selling it, and pretty much just making money off of who you are in general and what information you give to these companies when signing up for their platform. In my honest opinion, I've talked to you guys about Alchemy, okay, which is a decentralized ads asset. That is also going to be very big because I have ran Facebook ads in the past. Facebook ads are terrible. It's a way for Facebook to really kind of monetize, whatever content you're giving them. They take a large portion of the money and, some of your money gets spent for ads. With decentralization in terms of ads, okay, and I'm sure AdStacks could get to this point as well for Hedera, all the money gets spent running the ads. Okay, a corporation like Facebook, Google, whatever the case may be, does not get, a say on where your ads get pushed, or, they don't even get to put their hand in the pot and take money out of what you are giving them. This is why decentralization is going to work so well. This is why Web 3.0 is the next age of the internet. Okay? And I've always said it from the beginning of time with crypto. Crypto is going to be so big, not because of what they are focused on, not because of the use cases behind them, but because people are tired of living under, the wings of these centralized corporations that are controlling pretty much everyday life on the internet. Okay? Now, we also do see here MonetDB secures investment from and partners with ServiceNow. So I've talked to you guys a little bit about the ServiceNow MBA sort of stuff, and this is actually pretty big in terms of a major partnership. Now, of course, like I said, this isn't a partnership with Hedera, but when we're talking about Hedera's partnerships, partnering with other corporations and stuff, that is a huge ecosystem. In today's world of digital business, large enterprises require application responsiveness and speed at scale, and that requires a different approach to database technology. Together with ServiceNow, we will continue to expand our database as a service environment as MonetDB also plans to invest in further product innovation. And I just want you guys to understand a few things, right? They're talking about responsiveness and speed at scale. Why do you think that they're focusing on those use cases, and why are those use cases in general, or I should say, those overall pros so huge is because Hedera is really focused on speed at scale. Hedera is focused on application responsiveness as well in terms of dApps being built within the Hedera ecosystem. Now we do see here, with the first ServiceNow investment, we have successfully advanced our open source database system MonetDB from a pure analytic database engine to a hybrid transactional and analytical processing engine. What ServiceNow is really building behind the scenes, or just in general, is really interesting. And I've always said this even from the inception of this partnership with Hedera. ServiceNow is so overlooked just because it's not a huge bank or something like that, and we've seen that, and even that got overlooked, which is comical to say the least. That's why I believe that the value behind Hedera is actually very large, because no matter what they seem to announce, people just kind of overlook it. They don't really care. But I believe that that is going to change very, very soon, because ServiceNow in general, as a massive announcement as a GC member, they are building out enterprise-grade, massive use cases that are going to be utilized in today's world in general, especially as we do march forward on in digitization, which I believe is coming very fast, especially with the metaverse, especially with NFTs, especially with a lot of these Web 3.0, projects being built as well. $140 trillion market. I've always said it. It's going to be huge, and a lot of these assets, and I believe Hedera is going to be the leading, one of them at least. This is going to be huge for value. It's going to be so much money flowing through this market. It's going to be so much money flowing through our investments. And I just seriously can't believe people are still overlooking Hedera in general just because of price action alone. I know price action means a lot to a lot of individuals, but also look at the fundamentals, look at the updates, look at the development and all that kind of stuff, because it all, leads back to the price as well. So with all of that in mind, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. It's been Nick. Peace out, guys.